Hopefully, we can get some stuff accomplished today, because last time we really didn't. Okay. So, if I can today, I would like to get the boiler room again. That one took some work last time. I think I had to get some luck with some dice and just re-rolling rooms. So that was a bit of a thing. Of course, if we get the classrooms, we could do the classrooms again. We'll see. We'll see. Let's see. Well, I guess it kind of depends on what room we're going to get outside. So let's see what room we're going to get. I also want to try that bottom gear thing again, because I have a vague idea of maybe something that it would work with, but I'm not sure. All right, so we have the shelter, the root cellar, and the tomb. We could get a bunch of gold maybe down here. I mean, these two don't do a lot for me, other than the negative effects of red rooms. You know, I might do the tomb. I might do the tomb. Just because... Well, do I want to draw dead end rooms, though? Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to do the root cellar. But I don't have a shovel. These rooms aren't great today. Hey, okay, how's it going? These rooms aren't great for what I want to accomplish. I guess we could negatively or remove the negative effects of 3 red rooms, maybe? Let's just do that. I don't know if there's any point in going down there, though. Wait, if there's a gem down there. There's a gem down there. Let's do that. Let's see. Do I have this note? I'm sure I do. Yeah, I do. Okay. So game sounds working. Game sounds working. Okay. Let's access the computer, because why not? Swan Song. We can put in an order for something. I was really hoping to get the tool shed today, but it didn't work out. Let's see. What are data transfers again? Data transfers from Sync are currently not available. Okay, that's something I need to figure out. How do I get data transfers? Obviously, it's something. That needs to go on the to-do list. Let's go to our to-do list here. Data transfers from Synca. So we need to figure that out. I'm going to look through the to-do list because I didn't look at it before I started, just to give myself a reminder of things I need to accomplish. I think the 2-tier gear might have something to do with the observatory because it spins around. I was thinking that the other day, so I want to try that. I was going for a walk and it just was thinking about what that could possibly be doing, and that kind of entered my brain. I still need to figure out the chess pieces. Okay, let's go back. 45 stream streak. Ryan, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. That's crazy. It's definitely the longest streak I've seen on my channel. Let's see. So, oh yeah, I wanted to do staff services and special orders. Let's order something. Place a special order. What could we use? The shovel might be nice because I need a shovel for when I get to the treasure map. I didn't have a shovel last time. But shovels you do come across fairly regularly, but I'm going to do it anyway. Why not? That's assuming I get the commissary anyway. Alright, let's get out of here. Wait, was there anything down here? Any hidden items? I don't see anything. All right, so what do we want to do here? Hallway, nice to get a key early. That would be nice. Let's do it. Just go grab that key. Walk-in closets. 4 items. I'll definitely do that. I'll definitely do that. Down here in the corner, that's a great place for the walk-in closet. Won't be here for long. On my way back home, my phone is screaming at me to charge. I understand that. Yeah, no problems. Don't worry about it. Lucky rabbit foot. Gratitude. Chance of finding items. Nice. Okay. What's the 4th item? What's the 4th item? I only got 3. Where's the 4th? Oh. Sleeping mask. The first time you enter each bedroom with sleep mask, gain 5 steps. Okay, nice. That's a good thing to have early. Okay. The observatory walk-in closet, we get an extra item because it's attached to a hallway. It does kind of cut off this lower left area though, but I'm going to do it anyway. I want the items. We get the metal detector and 2 keys. Keys are always good. Commissary, reading nook, guest bedroom. I don't want to do the bedroom. I know it's 10 steps, but we're already cut off from going this way. I would basically only leave this way going up. I think I have an order in here for the commissary, I think. Let's see what they have for sale. Did I have the sledgehammer? Set of gems. 4 gems for 10 coins. That seems like a good deal. That seems like a good deal. I might take the sledgehammer too, honestly. Alright, is there anything... Is there anything in here I've missed? This is just a clue about the missing letters. That's a lie. Okay. Den would get us 2 doors. Reading nook is always nice. Observatory. Let's do the observatory. Let's see what our bonus is today. Yeah, I'm thinking... Because I always felt like this thing should be able to spin. Because this spins. I know I got... there was like a hidden compartment. But to have this entire thing spin just for that one thing... I feel like maybe the puzzle at the bottom gear, might spin the roof around here. That's my thought. But I could be completely wrong about that, because last time when I was asking if I could solve that puzzle right then and there, I forget who it was, somebody in the comments said not today, after I showed them the floor plan I had for that day, after I showed them this. And they said, no, you can't do it today. I did have the observatory that day, but it was stuck down here in the corner where it's usually not at. And so I thought maybe they missed it. So I'm a little iffy on even if that's a thing or not. If they saw every room I had, then that's not it, and I still need to figure something out. Alright, security's always nice. Bedroom, we would gain 7 steps because we have the sleep mask. We can get some more coins. Into security. Where's our item? All right. Let's lower the keycard system for now. All right, what do we have down here? We could get a major key and a minor key. We could get a bunch of steps. It's down here in the corner, so let's just get the steps. Oh, is there no item in here today? There's usually one there. Not always. All right, well, we just got a bunch more steps, so that's fine. Ooh, veranda's always nice. We might get a shovel out of that. I'm using all my gems that I just got, though, if I do that, but I do like the veranda. Yep, there's a shovel. Very nice. Some coins. Turnip. And an old shoe, of course, of course. What's beeping at me here? Oh, there's a key down here. Okay. Mount Holly gift shop. I haven't really done anything with that. Let's do the reading nook, because that'll get me over to the foundation. Okay. This has a rook in it. What does that mean? Let's try and figure this out. When I see the chess pieces, I assume that it has something to do with how they move on a chessboard. Rooks go north and south, east and west. So what does that mean? As far, and like nothing's ever struck me that it actually impacts anything. So, I don't know. Security has a knight in it, which goes one down, two over, or any variation L shape. Could go like this, could go like this. So, like, does the knight being there have any impact on what room we draw here? I have no idea. Alright, so security is a or whatever, gear room. The room that has a gear. So this gear room has a gear. Does that have anything to do with that? The reading nook has that little, what's this tool, this icon called? I don't know. Off the top of my head. Is it called a compass? I don't know. Not like the compass you use for navigation, but there's another thing that's called a compass. I forget what it is. So does that tell me what rooms are drafted here? Or what my options are going to be? Protractor. There we go. Protractor, yeah. Hey, Cactus. Thank you for the bits. How's it going? How was The Last of Us the other night? I only caught a little bit of it. You stream too late for me. I go to bed. I go to bed like an hour into your stream every time. Every single time. Okay. So I don't like these rooms, really. But I'm wondering if the knight here made the utility closet more likely. Because it is one up and two, or one over and two up. So because, is this a gear, mechanical room, whatever you want to call it? Is that what made this one pop up? And the nook has a knight or a rook in it, which moves side to side and straight up and down. So maybe this option popped up because it had a rook in it? Because that's the direction the rook moves? It went well, but gameplay was stressful, as we all know. Yeah, I know. So maybe that's a thing. I don't know. So maybe it just makes the rooms more likely? That type of room? More likely to draw from? Huh. Alright, if we want to keep... I want a room that goes over to the foundation. I don't like these options, if I'm being honest. I do want to go to the library, though, because there's one more book that I got from the bookstore that I haven't actually read yet. And it literally has Clue in the title, so I feel like there's going to be good information in there. I mean, we could always get to the foundation either from the top, or we can maybe come up this way. So let's do the library, I guess. Oh no, I ordered the Clue book last time. Okay, I already ordered it, but I still haven't read it yet. Hey, congrats on 3rd. Let's see here. New Clue. Okay, let's take some screenshots. What is it? Shift, is it Control Windows S or Shift Windows S? Yes, okay. Let's get these screenshotted over into feet. Thank you. Thank you, not Joey. Somebody besides Joey redeemed that. That's wonderful. All right, let's get these over into Pure Ref here. Let's get our screenshots going. Like what this... That redeem is from this game. The first day I streamed it, we were looking for a phrase I would use to indicate that I actually want an answer. Because, you know, you're streaming a puzzle game, you're talking out loud, you're wondering questions out loud. You don't want people to actually just spew the answer. So we were thinking I should have a phrase that I would say to indicate that I actually want an answer. I think mine was hit me with it. That was what I came up with. Joey came up with moist feet, and I initially said I wasn't going to do it. And then later on he said, I thought we agreed on moist feet. And I said, I'm not going to do it unless I can say it with emphasis, like moist feet. And so it became a thing. And then a redeem, and it's been with me ever since. I'll never be rid of it, which is fine because it's hilarious. Okay. Ooh, I have a magnifying glass too, just in case. Okay. Let's take some screenshots. All right, A New Clue by Marion Marigold, who was our mother. All right. All he needed was to find a clue. If he found a new clue, he'd know what to do. I feel that. If he knew what to do, he'd likely tell you, for you are looking for a new clue too. Wow. Okay. Screenshot that. All right. Is there anything interesting in here with the magnifying glass? There's no actual words here. This was the book that was released after our mother disappeared. This was her book that was released after she disappeared. All right. He has retraced his sketches and studied the files, reviewed all his cases, and gone through the piles of the evidence present and precedents evident, and retraced his steps as it stretched on for miles. This mess looks like the basement, with all those boxes and crates everywhere. All right, let's get another screenshot. And what do these say down here? Dead cases, lavatory, closet, attic, furnace, and what's that last one say? Sanctum, maybe? It's hard to read that last one. Corner cases, parlor, patio, nook, office, library, pantry. Library is not checkmarked, interestingly. Okay, that's something to note. The library is not checkmarked. Suspect list. I need to screenshot that with the magnifying glass on it. Can I just do a... I'm going to have to do the Steam screenshot because I don't know if I can hold the magnifying glass down and and take a snipping tool screenshot like I normally do. All right. Suspect list: Rose Ball, age 50, Richard Scott, age 12, Frond Mayford, age 32, Sandra Dillon, age 14, Bo Lee, age 16, Charles Riskel, age 12, Christoph Clark, age 25. And then there's the same list, but it's kind of cut off. I wonder if that's telling us anything about the first names. What's this? Departed, so it's like an airplane sort of thing. Okay. He had looked high and low in all of the rooms. He had searched every corner in each of the tombs. In this particular case, he had checked every space. If he found a new clue, he'd know what to do. No, Matthew, you hit the wrong button. Okay. No, let's go back. Let's look at this with the magnifying glass. We have a keep left thing. That you can see without the magnifying glass, so I don't know if there's anything useful there. These look like the two candle things from the chapel, which... Thank you, Cactus, by the way. I know you don't want to watch too much. If you ever play this game, I hope you do, because I would really like to watch somebody else play it. Unfortunately, I have not been watching Elise at all, because I'm playing it currently. Let's see. I don't see anything here with the magnifying glass. We do have a chess piece here. Kind of. It looks like the rook. With windows actually on it. Did I take a screenshot of this one? Yes. All right. He looked and looked under beds and in nooks. He questioned the maids. He questioned the cooks. It was already over when he spoke to the chauffeur, who told him new clues were found only in books. To Tanner Fork. Got some fruit here. Okay. So tome after tome that library loaned, and the books that he had that he already owned, were searched from their covers all the way through. If he found a new clue, he'd know what to do. Draft the Sixes. Uncle Aw. Lunar renamed. Tender Cipher. Oh, you know what this looks like? Wait up. This clock here. This one. See how the whatever you call that, the thing at the bottom there is off center, and it's stopped at 1:30. Is that what the two clocks in room 46 are stopped at? Because there's something going on with those two clocks as well. Where's room 46 at? Where's my room 46 stuff? Clocks. Yeah, see, the clocks. These are off center, and they're stopped at 1:30. That was one of the things I wanted to figure out, is why are these two clocks stopped? Because the other clock in the room, where is it? This one. It was moving. It was moving with time. So that clock was working, but these ones were stationary. So is there something to do with this clock here? Huh. All right. I don't think I've screenshotted this one yet. All right. He changed all the letters and lines that he found. He checked all the colors of the spines that were bound. He doubled the meaning of each seasonal greeting and found that the diction of each word was sound. The diction of each word was sound. Mary, Mary, Gates, Gates. Oh, this is some clues about... The Gates, Gates one is a clue about the safe in the drawing room. Right, right. So I need to look for homophones and a bunch of different things. Lore, word, jor, name. Draft the sixes, shifted extras. The fixed stars. Ooh, the fixed stars is that book about the different constellations. Alright, let's get these in order. Is that it? No. He stayed up all night and studied the maps. He laid out the floor plans and measured the gaps. And if his directory was considered a trajectory, it was nothing short of a full mental lapse. He stayed up all night and studied the maps. He laid out the floor plans and measured the gaps. I'm not sure what clues they're trying to give me with this page. Maybe nothing. A man obsessed and cuckoo too. Cuckoo? I always have problems pronouncing that one. They would say as he would wander through, the best medicine is not yet evidence. If he found a new clue, he'd know what to do. What is each doing up here? What does each represent? Each. That seems like an odd thing to have up here. Each. And having read this book so many times, having scoured over each of its cryptic lines, have you exhausted your search? Have you seen all the signs? All right. I remember this photo. That's of our grandparents, I think, if I remember right. Does he have a head? Is he holding a head in his hands? Is that like a fake head? Major. I might need to assume page count starts on title pages. I need to take some screenshots of this zoomed in. I'm glad I have the magnifying glass right now. Red, green, violet, blue, page A, word X, page C, word A, page B, word Y, page Z, word X. Library, something the way. X, Y, Z, A, B, C. Huh. Dead end, major key, XYZ ABC. Man, I'm really glad I have the magnifying glass here. What is this? Something Metro. Oh, this is the subway lines. Am I missing anything else? Major? Coffee cup? Huh. Why is there a stop sign in here? Or is there perhaps something new, something overlooked, but now in view? Have you finally found it? Could it really be true? If it's a new clue, you know what to do. The suspect is minor, the suspect is major, the suspect is minor, but spelled ER instead of OR. But is this following the red printed notes are lies and the blue printed notes are true? Okay, this book is way more interesting than I thought it was going to be. I mean, I thought it was going to have something in there, but this seems very major, I think. I'm taking just a screenshot of all these things up close if I can. On the way, what does that mean? I might have taken multiple screenshots of the same thing already. I don't remember exactly what I got already. Okay, I don't think I have a screenshot of the entire page yet. Okay. So this is the new book. Oh no, don't do that. I want it in a decent order. Let's do this. Let's do 3 pages at a time. Nope. We'll do this and this. And this is called a new clue. So let's make a note. Note. A new clue. And then let's bring up the hierarchy. We'll put this one here. Highlight all these, drag it up here, nestle it under there, and then take this up and drop it in the books category. Let's make it a bit bigger, and then we'll go put it up here by the books. Yeah, a little smaller. Okay. So that gave me a heck of a lot to think about. Why was the library unchecked in that one picture? I've always said I feel like there's something missing in the library that I haven't figured out yet. Like the library, I mean, it's good for the books or whatever, but is there some sort of secret in here that I am not aware of? But, you know, like there's 1,000 books. Like, is it really just yanking on one of them or something? I feel like there's got to be something more to it than that. If there is something. There might not be. Is there any books that kind of stick out? Does my mouse change over any of them? This thing is like, why can't I read what's there? What is that? Like that seems like it could be a hidden compartment right there underneath that. Or this one over here. Can I sit in the chair? Oh, okay. I don't know. I don't know. All right. Well, my brain is overloaded after reading that book. Locked already? Come on. Do I have a special key? I have a silver key. When did I get the silver key? Oh, just use a regular key. Ooh, the bookshop. But I think I've bought all the books from the bookshop. I think I've bought them all. Weight room. This wouldn't actually lose half our steps because of the we got the shelter outside, so the first 3 red rooms don't actually do anything. I do like this one, but that would use up all of our diamonds. Hey, how's it going? How you doing? You doing anything with your dad today? Tell him I said hi. And I know I'm good. I'm good. Had some good sleep tonight. And I know it's you. I recognize your username. Okay. I do like this one. Permanently added to your estate's draft pool. Is that worth it? Maybe. I do like the permanent bonuses. Unfortunately, that does use up all of our... November 7th is day 1. Ah, I think I knew that. Potential new floor plans. Wait, if we could just permanently add the classroom? We just permanently add a classroom. That's interesting. That way we don't necessarily need the classroom outside or the schoolhouse outside. And I've not done these ones either. I feel like I can get this one anyway. Like I've been in the classrooms. So I could just wait for a day to get that. I should do these 2 because I have not been in either room yet. And maybe the dormitory will give us some sort of clue about Herbert's or Simon's college days or even our mom's college days. I'm going to do the dormitory. Okay. The Great Hall partitioning plan for Friday, January 8th. Is that today? In-game? Do I have this one? Volume 1? Do I have this one in my notes? Yes, I do. Okay. I'm very rarely in here, so I just want to make sure that I see everything. Do I have this as a pawn? A black pawn in my notes? I don't think I do. Wait up, what's this room called? What's this room called? This is the drafting studio. Do I not have that in here as a black pawn? I do not. Interesting. Okay. Drafting studio. I'm surprised I missed that the first time around. Okay. So now let's go further north. Coat check. What do I... Oh, I have the emerald bracelet in the coat check. That's not bad. That's not bad. That removes gem requirements from everything, right? If I remember right. It would cut us off from going this way. We'd have to go all the way back down here and hope to get lucky. and hope to get lucky. But I feel like that's worth it. I can always come back here and drop it back off if I want it for a different day. Okay. Oh, I do have a key card. When did I have the why do I have the inventory? Where did I get the key card from? Oh, did I end the day in something that gave me the key card? So actually, it was a mistake in security doing that. But we're going back down to security anyway, so we can change that. We can change it. Let's increase security. I don't remember where I got the keycard from. I might have ended yesterday in the break room, the previous day in the break room. Okay, keycard system. Let's set this to high. I should have checked that. I don't know why I assumed I didn't have it. Of course, now we need to get lucky. No, we don't want to go in there. We want to go this way. Right? No. Hopefully we get lucky here. Of course, I could always redraw. So the kitchen sucks. The library sucks. The den sucks. These all suck. I need a door on the opposite side. I guess the ballroom. It doesn't cost any gems, and I'll get 2 gems just by going in there. So let's do that. All right. This was... I think these are our grandparents. But it looked like one of the things on in the background of that book I just read. So is there some clue about this? In eclipse ball. What's an in eclipse? Is there any clues like on the frame? I haven't really been looking at the frames. I don't see anything. Where's this item at? Oh, there we go. All right, now the den works because I can go both right and left. The office isn't bad either. We could spread some money around. But I'm gonna get the gem. And I can just break this open. See what's over this way. Kitchen, we don't really need the kitchen. Corridor I don't like. Let's just do the chapel. I want to get a closer look at this. I wonder if we can get a closer look at that window behind that thing. Because there's some sort of design on it and I can't see it. I'm wondering if there's any way to see what it's on there. And I don't know. The piggy bank always throws me off because, like, do I want to break it and get coins? I don't really have anything to buy it on, anything on. But, like, do I want to just save it forever? I have that thing where I'm like, I don't want to use something because it could be even better in the future. And then you might run the risk of never using it. Also, I realized that there's something to do with the names of these different, like, angels, I guess if you want to call them that. I've been putting together some of the names based off of things I've found. Like this one's named, the one with the hoe is named Rena. The one with the baker is named Joya. The one with the broom is Mila. Lydia is the jockey. The queen looking one is Arinda. I still haven't figured out the names for these two. That's why I got 3 of the names from this when I chose how to upgrade the cloister. It gives you the names of the 3. And then Mila was in, I think, the servants' quarters or the maid's quarters or whatever that room was. And I don't know if this thing has a name. Is that like the overarching deity of their religion? There's something to do with the names. Like, you have to figure out the names for something. I don't know what that is. Oh, yeah. Alright, so the code check has one of these symbols on it. Does that have anything to do with the chess pieces? The ballroom I don't think had a chess piece in it. I don't know. Alright, these all are terrible because they don't go north or even east or west. This would end the day, so I don't want to do that. So we're going to use another star. Dining room would be okay. Secret passage isn't bad. Nah, let's do the dining room. This has a white pawn in it, so pawns can move up and to the left if they're attacking, or right. They can move diagonally if they're attacking. So does that tell us anything? Like if I get a room here, will it be... Will one of the options be something with a food thing on it? Bishops move diagonally, so if I draw a room right here, will I get one of these rooms with a door on it? As an option. I don't know. That's kind of what I'm thinking currently with the chess pieces. Those are my thoughts. Let's just do the courtyard. That'll let us go north and south. And it has a lot of dig spots, so we get a key. More coins, always nice. I have a chest over here as well. Oh, good rusty nail. Can't do without that, can we? Ooh, dice, nice. I don't have to use stars anymore. I don't like using the stars. Let's see what we get down here. Veranda's always nice. Spare room, corridor. I guess let's just go with the veranda. It's free. It'll probably have some dig spots in it. Ooh, 4 gems. Very nice. Although with the bracelet, I don't know what we're going to use gems on. That bracelet would be very nice for a day where we want to do the classrooms. Garage sucks. Pantry's fine. Yeah, we have to do the pantry. Unless we redraw, but I don't have to, so I'm not going to. The spare room gets us over to the foundation. So let's do that. That's where I wanted to go anyway. And since I'm here, I'm going to go down there and I'm going to mess with that gear thing. I'm going to mess with it and see what it does. I want to know. I want to know if it impacts the observatory at all. I'm guessing not, but I don't know that for sure. Also, I was reading the thing about the sanctum keys. Where's that at? Room 46. Well, actually, I have it better notated elsewhere. Where did I put that? Sanctum keys. Yeah, here we go. The first key is found here on the furthest rank. We found a sanctum key in room 46, so we found that key. The second locked tight in the vault of a bank. I'm guessing we need maybe like a vault key for the vault, right? The third is high up among the clocks. We went to the clock tower for the first time last time. I didn't find anything though, but I'm guessing there's something in there I haven't found. And the fourth down below beneath all the docks. So that's what I'm thinking. Since there's these docks here, there's a dock here with a boat. I think maybe if we remove all the water, there's going to be a key maybe down in all those chests that are down at the bottom. The fifth key is held high by a king on a throne. I have no idea what that one means. The sixth in a station left by one of your own. And one of the Alzera's prophecies were sitting in a train station. I don't know how to get there. Do we ever actually leave the grounds of the mansion? I don't know. Because I don't know what they would mean by station. The sixth in a station left by one of your own. Is that something left by our mother when she left? When she had disappeared? And the last key is waiting behind the last door of 8. I'm guessing maybe the last door we get here is going to give us the other key, maybe? But that's an assumption. So anyway, I do need to figure out how to completely lower this. I've lowered this most of the way. Most of the way. But not all of the way. And I don't know, there's this tunnel over here that you don't need to lower it all the way to get over there. I don't think. So I wonder if we lower it like 4 levels, like maybe halfway, if we can get in there somehow. We'd need to be on the boat though, I think. I don't know how to do that. These stairs probably lead over there. Maybe? Actually, I don't see any stairs leading over there, so I don't know how to get over there. Anyway, let's go mess with the gear. Actually, I don't know if I'm going the right way. Oh, we already have it lowered and raised sort of the way we want to. So I'm not sure if that's where we want it, actually. So it stays this way after we leave. So that kind of blows a hole in my observatory theory, because it would be different. If it did move it, it would be different. I figured this would be back in its original spot. It is nice that we can just leave this here in this position and get back that way. So that's nice. Do I want to run back there and open up room 46 just in case we happen to get up there? Maybe. I mean, we're here already. Might as well. And I also need to figure out a lot more information about the different countries, because there's just so many things with these sigils that I have not found any clues for. Things not even hinted at least as far as I can tell. So let's just pop this down. Let's open up room 46 there. And then, yeah, I have 2 of these open already. I don't want to mess with them right now, because I tried to last time and I just did not have enough information to do it. So, this has to mess with some room up here. It has to. Is there any way to get back over there while still having this here? If I go here, this isn't going to do anything. I think this is just a map. This doesn't tell me anything. It's just a map, right? Wait up. Excavation tunnel. Is that tunnel we see in the thing? I think so. Buried floor plan, number 10. Where's number 10 at? Did I get that already? Where's number 10? Buried floor plan. Wait up. There's the basement. Uh-oh, uh-oh. There's a buried floor plan. Number 10 says buried floor plan. Right there. So if we go down the basement, right here along this wall is allegedly a buried floor plan. Right on that corner. I don't know if I ever looked at this with a magnifying glass before. I mean, you can kind of see it if you glance, but if you're just like quickly scanning over it, you could miss it. All right, well, we're near the basement, so... But again, that doesn't really tell me anything about this individual puzzle, really. Because according to that one comment, to solve this puzzle, it has to... There has to be a certain room or something up here to get that. Do I need to move it somewhere else? Let's go over there and just move it. See what happens. What happens when we go here? I don't remember what happens when we go here. What's over here? Oh, that's just the same map room. Just the same thing, just from the other edge. Okay. That doesn't change anything. What happens when we go... Is there anything up here that indicates where these should be going? What happens when we do this? Oh, that just leaves us right back there. That's useless. Okay. Alright, well this is in a different position from when we found it, so if I notice anything different upstairs, I guess I'll look into it. Alright, let's go back to the basement. I have a shovel. Let's see if we can find this buried floor plan. Let's see, we gotta go over this way. I mean, this place is so big. Like, you figure there had to be something missing down here. There's a clock here that's not moving. I wonder if this clock tells us anything. Let's take a screenshot. All right. All right, so that one corner, it was over here somewhere. Right? Yeah, it was like right here. There we go. Lost and found 2 rare items. Whenever you enter this room, you will lose 1 random inventory item. Ooh. Okay. But we get 2 rare items by doing it. All right. Well, we accomplished something today, at least. We got something new. And I'm sure there's a way to open this up. There's got to be a door right here. Why is that discolored? In the shape of a door. Right? And what do these mean? What are these pipes for? That just... design for the game, or is there actually some meaning to that? Oh yeah, is there anything back there? Can you fall off back that way? Can you fall off back there? Well, you can't fall off, I don't think. Maybe. I don't know if I ever went down the stairs here. What? Why did I never go down the stairs there? I got so excited to go over there. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You gotta be kidding me. Oh, come on. 100 bells, Sandy Heights, 5 p.m. What the heck is all this? What the heck is all this? You know, sometimes. Alright, is there anything we can see on this thing? 100 bells, Sandy Heights, 5 p.m. What is antechamber entry controls? North lever underground. East levers in the Great Hall, south levers in the greenhouse, west levers in the secret garden. That's not necessarily true. The Mechanarium has a lever in it. Underground north of Reservoir. Well, we already know where that is. The Great Hall. So this doesn't really tell us much. Oh, what does this say down here? One backup lever for each antechamber door has been installed in separate locations for redundancy. However, we have been told that the locations of the reserve system will not be disclosed to the staff. Okay. Can I get all of that in a screenshot? Anything else I'm missing here? All right, well, that didn't really... I mean, well, maybe this is big. I don't know what the Sandy Heights 5 p.m. 100 bells. Is that some sort of... like ball invitation, you know? Like some sort of fancy party invitation? Hopefully that's useful, because the other thing really wasn't. It's still hilarious that I never saw this. Can I just fall down? Yeah, you can. Okay. All right, let's go back upstairs. Can't believe I never went back there. Well, I can and can't at the same time. Alright, let's see. We can only go north here. Did I get all the dig spots? I think I did. Okay. Alright, the kitchen useless. Corridors really... well, the bedroom works too. The bedroom works as well. Let's do that. Now this hand pointing down, there's the one room where there's two hands pointing at the door. There's the office where the hand is pointing at the safe. Does the hand pointing down in this room reveal that there's some sort of secret passage down here? Or is it just revealing that there's something underneath the house, which is the basement and everything, which I already know? So is this telling me something more, or is it telling me something I already found out? I don't know. Now that I have a shovel and there's random dig spots, I wonder if you can find that dig spot without seeing it on the map. You must be able to, because there's no way they would know if I actually saw it. Which makes me think, where's... I had that treasure map last time. Does that ever change? Does the treasure map ever change? What room is the treasure map? Did I take a screenshot of that last time? I think I did. Where's the treasure map? Let's go to my notes. think yeah, here it is, the treasure map. I wonder if this ever changes. And I wonder if you have to have the treasure map to get the dig spot. Because that would be rank 6, I think, right? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Number 4. Do I already have that drawn? Yeah, it's right here in the coat check. So unless there's a dig spot in the coat check that I missed, I want to go back there anyway because I want to put the emerald bracelet back there. So we'll see. But do you have to have the treasure map for that to be a valid option? Passageway is free, which is fantastic. Gets us a lot more doors. Give me the boiler room. I want the boiler room. I have 5 keys. Ooh, the dormitory. I don't really need the steps, though. West Wing Hall's not bad. Garage isn't bad. Gives us even more keys. Let's do that. I want the keys. Let's see, that's fine. This is even fine because we've only drawn 1 red room and we still have the thing to negate the red rooms. So let's do this. Gives us more doors. I want to make sure that I haven't missed anything around this desk. All right. I mean, we have 2 other doors coming off here. Gain 1 key for every bedroom in your house. We have 2 at the moment, but I have a lot of keys. I do like the unusual and rare rooms because I do want the freezer and the boiler room. So I'm going to do this. I want the freezer and the boiler room. Oh, we have a diamond thing here. All right. I think the bedroom has a pawn in it. This has a pawn in it. So is that why I was more likely to draw this room here? You know, like, I don't know. Like, that seems like it could be a thing, but it's hard to tell because it's just, it could also just be random and, like, you know, confirmation bias. Parlor would end us, yeah, can't do that. Patio, laboratory. None of these let us go anywhere. None of these let us go north. I don't really need the gems. I have 10, I have the emerald bracelet. I'm gonna redraw. Ooh, we could do the laboratory that lets us go north. That's not bad. The break room isn't bad because I could end the day here and get a key card tomorrow. Oh, do I need the furnace? Do I need the furnace for the freezer? I don't think so, but maybe. I'm gonna do the laboratory because it lets me go north. Okay, so the other day when I was, let's get my face out of the way. Let's get my face out of the way. The other day when I was doing the, was this the day? where I had the freezer? No. What about this day? Where was the day that I had the freezer? Here. I did have the furnace. I don't know if that matters because it wasn't attached. I think I just need the boiler room and the freezer. So that's what I want to get. That is what I want to get. Okay. What do we want to set up here? For each bedroom you draft after your second, set your steps to 40, set your dice to 2. I like that one. I'm going to do this. And we can... Wait, does the research log tell you... Successful triggers 9? I triggered that 9 times? On day 21? I wonder what the radiation levels were. The rest of these I've done... Oh, there's that one I've done 4 times. When you draft a shop room, gain 1 star. Yeah. Wow, I can't believe I did that one 9 times. Alright. Does this tell me anything about the shop or the pump room or anything? And this I still haven't done anything with. Because I need the boiler room for this one too. So I wonder if I can get the boiler room attached to this. I might redraw here and just try to get the boiler room. Let's redraw. No. I could redraw a bunch. I mean, I don't know if I want to use all these stars though. I'm gonna give it another shot though. No, I'm gonna give it another shot. Come on. Back to Lyrica, I'm back home. Alright, I'm glad you made it back. Get your phone on a charger. This would trigger the experiment twice. Then we'd have to get lucky going north from the archives. That gives me dice, right? Right? That was the experiment? Experiment successful? Yeah, okay. We'll get gems too. Okay, there's a black pawn in here, right? Or is there's 2 black pawns in here. What chess piece does the laboratory have on it? If it has one. Does the laboratory not have a chess piece? Maybe not. The archives has one though, right? I don't have it written down. Is there no chess piece in here? Stand back and like look at this from a distance. I don't see any chess piece. What's this note say? Oh yeah. Okay, alright, what are we looking for here? Let's go back to the archives and go north. Archives. So there's no chess piece in here? Did I miss something? Not every room has a chess piece, but I feel like the archives would have one. I mean, it has all the shelf space. You'd figure there'd be one lying around in here at least. Alright, the foyer, hallway doors are always unlocked. That's fine. Especially for 0 gems. See, this one has the 2 hands pointing at this door. So I feel like the hands are pointing toward something you should be aware of. Alright, we have the pool at sauna room and pump room, sauna and locker room. Okay. None of these are all that great. Especially since they cut us off from doing any of these rooms over here. Well, the library doesn't. The library opens up this area. Let's do that. Especially since it gives us less common floor plans while drafting. Alright, do I have all these books? I have this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. Yes, 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 yes. I have all of these. So I don't really see the need. There seems like there's a missing book right here. Have I bought all the books from the bookstore? I thought I had them all, but maybe not. It feels like there should be one right here. So maybe I'm still missing a book somewhere. Maybe I didn't buy them all from the bookstore. All right, let's use a key. Chamber of Mirrors seems kind of useless, if I'm being honest. Rotunda's always nice. I have 38 coins, but that's really not a lot for the showroom. You know, the Chamber of Mirrors you can get from the other side, so maybe I can get to there and get everything. Maybe. No! I just realized that I can't actually open the doors from the other side. Oh, that was a huge mistake. That ended the day. That ended the day. I can't get to that door. Oh, that was stupid. That was stupid. As soon as I clicked it, it hit. I was just like, okay. Well, this day was kind of weird anyway. Let's go. We need to get to the coat check for 2 reasons. I want to drop off the emerald bracelet. And I want to head back down to the observatory. I need to go through the observatory to get up there anyway. I need to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'll get more steps here. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Oh, that's fine, yeah. We have plenty. I can't believe I just did that. That was so bad. That was so bad. Which way are we going? This way? It only got down to 1%. Forgot to put it back on the charge last night. Oh, I hate when that happens. And I use a wireless, you know, magnetic charger. I don't know. I can't really see it. But I put it on there sometimes. And sometimes, every once in a while, it won't sit on the charger right. And it won't actually charge. And then I'll wake up and it'll... There's been a time or two it's just been dead. Or it'll just be really low. Carrot cake. Or country stew pie. Let's get a ton of steps that we don't need. You use a magnetic one, you just passed out. Yeah, this happens sometimes too. I did that not with my phone, but you guys rarely ever see it because I always when I'm at home I usually have my glasses on, but I wear contacts a few times a week. And I usually take them out when I get home, but one night I was just so tired, I laid down and I completely forgot to take my contacts out. And you're really not supposed to sleep with them in. Then I woke up the next morning and I could see mostly. I guess it didn't draw my eyes out that much. I mean, doing it once or twice, it's not that big of a deal. But if you do it regularly, it can like really dry out your eyes. And I completely forgot to take them out. I woke up the next day and I was like, do I have my contacts in? This feels weird. Okay. Yeah, moving that didn't do anything with the observatory. So whatever that gear is downstairs, I have no idea what that's doing. But based on that one person's comment, it seems to interact with some room up here. Maybe it's the solarium? Or the whatever the one that's related to the observatory. The one with the stars. Where was I going? We need to go back to the coat check. Okay. Is there any hidden dig spots in here? Because this is where that treasure map was pointing that one time. But I'm guessing you actually need to have the treasure map for that to be a valid thing. Alright. So let's drop off the bracelet. Emerald bracelet has been checked. Okay, is there anywhere where we want to actually end the day? Is there any bonus room that I can get to? We don't have the solarium, we don't have the break room, so I'm gonna lose all this stuff. I have so many items today too. I played this poorly. I was choosing wrong rooms a lot, I think. Alright, well, I don't think there's any rooms that we could end the day in that'll give us any sort of bonus. Man, we have all these items too. Alright, let's go throw a coin, I guess, in the pond, since it's full, I believe. I have all these steps too. What room did the shelter, yeah. Okay, I guess we're just gonna call it a day there. It was kind of a, well, no, we got the one thing down in the basement. We got the new floor plan. And we added the floor plan from the drafting room, or the drafting studio. So we got a couple of things done. Nothing major. So I want the tool shed if we want to try and do the treasure map if we get it. I forget where I found the treasure map. Where did I find the treasure map at? I don't remember. I think the tool shed might be useful to get items for possibly doing the boiler room and the freezer, maybe. Or we get the schoolhouse and do all the classroom stuff. I guess let's try and do the schoolhouse. Let's try and do it. See if there's a key in here. There's nothing in there. All right, let's break our brains with the final exam if we can. If we have enough gems for it. That's the problem, is I need gems. Or, hey, how's it going? How you doing? Or we get the coat check and get the emerald bracelet back. That would be huge. That would be huge. I guess let's just do the library. You know, we might as well order another book if I can. Because maybe I'll have the magnifying glass and I can find something that I missed. I don't think I missed anything on any of them, but you never know. Did I have the magnifying glass when I did Rome and Rome? I don't know. Let's just do that one. Bookshop. I don't want to use my gems, but what else am I going to do? I don't want to do the weight room, lose half my steps. Commissary would at least let us go left. But is there a book that I haven't got from the bookshop yet? I don't have the gold for it, though. I don't have the gold for it. So I'm going to do the commissary. Don't want to buy anything. Let's buy the shovel. Ooh, the dormitory. I've never been in there. My rule is if you get a room you've never been in, go in there. Although I've not done that many times. Ooh, there's a book here. Okay, what do we got? I don't have any keys. Is there anything else? There's a black pawn in here. Ooh, this gives us a clue to the colors of... Who went to Korarika University? This kind of gives us some clues about the sigils, I think. Okay. We have a chessboard. A black pawn. So the dormitory has a black pawn. Let's notate that somewhere. Okay. Is there anything else besides the book? Which looks like Drafting Strategy, Volume 2. I don't think I have Volume 2. Which makes sense. I have Volume 1, 3, 4, and 5. So yeah, I don't have this one yet. Okay. Screenshot this. Alright. Volume 2, March issue. Contents. My Type of Room. The Craft of the Draft. Shifting Gears. No Time Like the Future. Perplexing Plans. Guide to Puzzle Rooms. Spreading Your Wings. Guide to Spread Rooms. Word from the editor. Alright, My Type of Room. The categorization of floor plan subtypes. As architects, we know that designing a building is a complex and multifaceted process. From the layout of the details, every decision we make can have a significant impact on the final result. Perhaps that's why we're looking for ways to improve our craft and refine our ideas. In this edition of Drafting Strategy, we're excited to introduce a useful concept that can take your designs to the next level. Room subtypes. While we've previously explored the use of colored floor plans to categorize the basic kinds of rooms, in this issue we will be examining architectural symbols that can be used to further classify and differentiate the types of rooms in your house. These symbols provide the draftsman with a visual way to indicate the purpose and function of a room. Whether it's a designated workspace, a utility room, or a conundrum, these subtype symbols can communicate the intended use of a room at a quick glance. By including these symbols on their floor plans, architects can make it easier for contractors and builders to understand their vision and bring it to life. But the benefits of floor plan categorization go beyond just clarity. By understanding and identifying subtypes, architects can craft strategies that surpass the surface-level simplistic approaches commonly used by inexperienced drafters. Okay. Let's just get another screenshot of this one. All right. Drafting rooms are floor plans that affect the draft pool or the drafting process. As such, they are spaces that are often designed for activities related to academic pursuits and research. So these are called drafting rooms. That makes sense. Some of their common features include floor plan redrawing, draft pool manipulation, and rarity adjustment. As students of the art of... I need the wrench, I think, to adjust rarity. As students of the art of drafting, aspiring architects can greatly benefit from the knowledge, experience, and learning opportunities that these rooms offer. I also have not drafted the room where we found out in the trees. We dug it up. I forget what it's called, but I think it's a green room, and it said it allows you to adjust rarities of rooms. Okay. In a class of its own, academia isn't only found in the mountains of Korarica. Classroom is a great example of the scholastic strategies that this room type has to offer. Not only does it provide synergy for other drafting rooms, but it's also a valuable source of information and knowledge. Did you know the classrooms you'll find will fall under one of 8 different grades, ranging from first grade to the culmination of your academic journey, grade 8. However, there are rumors of an additional annex classroom at Mount Holly Elementary used solely for exams and student testing, but finding it has been near impossible as it requires drafting more than 8 classrooms. I did it once. I'm trying to do it again. The ducks! Yes, finally something about the ducks. Okay. That makes me think, and I've been thinking, that maybe you don't need the boiler room attached directly to the room that you want, but it needs to be able to go through the ducts to do it. All right. Far from the pristine white pages of academia, the mechanical world is a rugged industrial space marked by the symbol of the gear and stained with the grime of heavy machinery. These floor plans prioritize function over aesthetics, and the design of each mechanical room reflects their focus on efficiency. These rooms serve as the command centers for estate operations, housing the control systems that keep everything running smoothly. Ducts, ducts, ducts. Boiler room is known as a power source. Because it provides steam power to various rooms in the house, steam is conveyed room to room via ducts that run across the ceiling. Power can be transported across great distances as long as you continue to string together rooms that contain power ducts. So when you're in a room, look up, there might be a duct. Okay, so I don't need the boiler room directly attached to these rooms. It's good to know. So I need to just string together rooms that have ducts in them. So I need a list of rooms that have ducts in them. All right. Did you know drafting from a door that is steam powered will increase the likelihood of drawing room with ducts? I did not know that. All right. No time like the future. Let's take a screenshot real quick. Some rooms offer long-term benefits rather than immediate resources. These are known as tomorrow rooms. That's what that symbol means, okay? And are considered an investment for the future, and they offer the forward-thinking architect a number of strategies that will pay dividends down the road. Strategic planning is critical to drafting success, and knowing when to forsake the current day's progress to set yourself up for a prosperous future is a critical decision that each architect will encounter. Time freeze. Nothing better exemplifies setting yourself up for tomorrow than at the expense of today than freezer. But drafters who may not want to totally abandon their current day's run progress will be pleased to know there are a few clever ways to manipulate frozen assets. Entering furnace or sauna after drafting freezer will thaw any frozen gems or gold you are carrying, and you will once again be able to use them. However, if you still wish your accounts to carry over the next day, you will have to refreeze your assets by re-entering the freezer. What? That's crazy. You don't even need the boiler room for the freezer. You just need the furnace to be nearby. If furnace is drafted within a few ranks of freezer, then the temperature will start rising and everything will melt, including your assets. So I didn't even have to do the boiler room. Maybe that's what somebody said in my comments. Maybe it wasn't that it was next to the boiler room. It's the fact that I did draft the furnace like 3 levels above it. Maybe 2. That's why the thing was raising so slowly. It had nothing to do with the boiler room. And it's just a few ranks. It doesn't necessarily have to be right next to it. If the temperature gets too high, refreezing will no longer be possible. Okay, but I want a thought. I want to see what's in there. Okay. Okay. Let's see, what do we got here? Perplexing plans. Architectural digest guide to puzzle rooms. Any architect who loves a challenge inevitably ends up drafting a few puzzle rooms in their house. These floor plans, marked only with a single enigmatic jigsaw piece, lack accompanying text and explanations, as if to suggest that even understanding the room's function is part of some puzzle. Some puzzle rooms, like parlor and billiard room, become increasingly difficult as you solve them, evolving over time as you progress. The final types of rooms we will cover in this issue is the spread room. These floor plans enable the architect to spread out items among many rooms. When items are spread, they're only placed in current active rooms in the house. Oh, okay. The number of items that are spread is determined by the number of rooms on your estate. Waiting until your house is bigger will provide larger spreads. Strategies that employ spread rooms are often centered around travel and backtracking. Okay. Word from the editor. I wanted to use this segment to thank all of our readers for the wonderful mail and feedback we've received after we sent out our very first issue of Drafting Strategy. It's incredibly rewarding to create something that is appreciated. It's even more rewarding to know that somewhere out there a young architect is reading our magazine and getting inspired to build something of his own that may one day, in turn, inspire others. When I was a child, I vividly remember the experience of reading the memoirs of the court's grand architect Louisa T. Rayland. To say it changed me is an understatement. It had a profound effect on the way I view the world and space within it. We each draft our own dreams as a child, faint sketches on blurry blueprints, illegible to all, especially ourselves, and our purpose, why it is found hidden on the floor plans of our youth. Okay. Some very good information in there. I wish I had a key. Okay, so we got to go back to the entrance hall. I didn't miss anything in here, did I? These drawers don't open. Backpack, suitcase. Okay. All right, we have the classroom. I only have the one gem, unfortunately. Let's do it. All right, is there anything I missed in here? Do these drawers open? I don't think there's anything to learn from grade 1 that I already haven't learned. Well, I can't do the classroom because I don't have gems. Do I want to redraw? I would like to get the coat check. That would be very nice. I could just do the chapel. That'll let us go this way and this way. Costs us a couple coins, or 1 coin. Sometimes there's a key in here on the floor. Sometimes there's coins over here too. Nope, okay. Classroom, hallway. I guess let's do the library again. Oh wow, that gives you the book right away. But I don't have... I have screenshots of all this. And I don't have the magnifying glass, so that was kind of a waste. I really want the coat check. We could do the gallery. That's not bad. We could see if we get to room 8 again. I mean, I already solved the puzzle, but I think we might be able to... There might be items in there, right? I don't really remember. I guess we could do the classroom now that we got 2 more gems. I think this was the room that had a note down here. Yeah, it was. What did that say again? Old textbook from your list. I really want whatever textbooks those are. Ooh, gem. Thank you. I guess let's do the den. You heard something about ducks, yeah. But they were ducks, D-U-C-T-S, the ducks in the roof. I don't want to do these ones because these only let us go south. I'm going to do the den. Plus we need the gem anyway. Let's see what's south here. Ooh, there's the boiler room. I don't want to stick it down here though, because it's not really attached to rooms that have a duct. I'm going to do the classroom. Because maybe we'll get to all 8. We'll see. Oh, we have a banana. Anything else? All right. Man, I really don't want to use the gem, but what option do I have? This cuts us off. The spare room lets us go north at least. I don't have a shovel either for this one. So let's just go north, I guess. Man, I really want the coat check. Oh, I think we got to do the parlor. If we're going to do the classrooms, I think we have to do the parlor. And hopefully we get the puzzle right. Oh, we have a magnifying glass. Did I ever look at this with a magnifying glass? I don't think there's really anything on here. I think I have. Pretty sure. I don't see anything really. No. Alright. What do we got here? The blue box contains the gems. The statement on the blue box is true. A box with a false statement contains the gems. Well, if this was true, and if this was true, this would be true, and the gems would be in here. If this is false, this would also be false, and this would be true, and the gems would be in here. I don't see a contradiction between those two. No. That would force this to be true, actually, because this would be false in containing the gems. Okay. So the gems are in the black box. Okay. Special key. Well, we only have key 8. I don't have any keys. Man. We're going to have a short day. All right, I guess we got to go all the way back down to the entrance hall. Well, actually, would key 8 work here? No. Okay. So I guess we got to go all the way down to the entrance hall. This might be a short day. This might be a short day. Yeah, no, right. We never did use this door. We want to do this one. I guess it doesn't matter. It'll save us a couple of steps going this way instead of this way. Oh, there's the coat check. Now I get the coat check when I absolutely cannot use it. That sucks. That really sucks. At least I got a key out of that. Well, now we're not trapped because I can use the key up here. Let's get the dice. And a gem from the safe. Well, I have a magnifying glass. Is there anything on these that would have anything hidden? I don't think so. I don't know if I've looked at all. I know I've looked at some of these with a magnifying glass. I should probably write it down if I have. The fact that the safes are always open, you can always go back and see them, means that it would be pretty easy for them to leave hidden messages on there. Alright, what do we want to do here? We could go corridor, storeroom. Storeroom's not good. The pantry's fine. It gets us north. The corridor gets us over to the east or the west side. I would like these items, but that would just cut us off. Let's do the corridor. Let's see. The West Wing Hall's nice. The bedroom gets us 2 steps and lets us go north. Let's just do that. Okay. Sometimes there's an item in here on top of that hand. Not today, but alright. Let's do the West Wing Hall. Observe. Oh, these both are terrible. I mean, the items are good, but it cuts us off from the foundation. But we can still go north. We can still go north. Oh, the shoes will save me steps. That'll save me a key. Well, the key will save me, and then this also saves steps. Okay. Do the next classroom, I guess. We're getting gems now, so actually the classrooms might work out today. We'll see. We'll see. All right, the geography one is, I feel like, one of the ones I need a lot of information from. Although I feel like I've screenshotted everything in here, so I don't know if there's anything I missed. This rotating thing, I think, might be a clue to something. Tor 46. What does Tor mean? Is that from that other language? Is that from that other language? Where's my classroom stuff? Classroom grade 8, Tor. Does Tor mean anything? In Eurasian. I don't see it. But maybe Tor means room, because 46 obviously for this game would be room 46. Tor 46. Why are these numbers off? It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Does this have to do with the thing rotating down below? The gear? The Sacred Circle. What's that say up there? The Spiral of Stars? It's hard to see. Oh, does this map tell me anything about like their mode of transportation or their weather or anything? Because I need that for the sigils. The North Circle. Must be their North Pole. The South Key. And it has the 8 infinity sign, which is like their sacred number. Huh. The Seeker of Signs. What? Why is that country at the middle? The Devoted Moon, the Rogue Moon. Do they have 2 moons? Do they have a moon orbiting a moon? Does this tell me anything that I need? Because there's still a few questions from the final exam. I took screenshots of the entire final exam. I've been trying to answer most of it. And there's also the sigils things. The Isles of Orisi. Yeah, just nothing's clicking at the moment. All right, well, we'll figure it out when we get there, I guess. All right, hallway's pretty good because it has a key. I don't want to use my gems here. So let's get the key and the doorway north. Let's do that. All right, another classroom. Let's just keep doing it. I mean, we're already kind of committed to the classrooms at this point. We're at grade 5 already. This is mostly just a bunch of clues about the painting, drawing puzzle that, you know, gives you the missing letter for each rank or whatever. But I figured that out long ago. Unless there's something more in here. Is there anything hidden on these? I guess I haven't thought about that. Why doesn't he get an A+ for that? It's clever. It's a root and a robot. That's very clever. All right. I really don't want to use these because I need the gems for the classrooms. So let's do the boudoir. And get another gem. Hopefully we don't need that many keys. Let's do the other classrooms. Just keep going with that. I want to make sure I got screenshots of all the slides. I got that one. I got that one. Can you take a closer look at these? There's a question on the final exam about the train tracks being torn up. I have all those. Don't be locked. Okay, it's not. I kind of want to do this, but I'm so committed to the classrooms at this point, I don't want to. I'm in room 6, so or I'm in classroom 6, so I can still afford 1 gem. So let's do that. I hate Draxus the Dread. I hate you so much. Well, there's the freezer, but I don't have any way of drawing the other thing. The laboratory sucks. We're gonna redraw. The attic, 8 items. That's nice. Nope, but nothing. I don't want any of these things. I don't want any of these. The gymnasium might not be too bad. We have a ton of steps. That'll let us go north and east. So let's do this. Oh, I don't have a key card. I don't have keys. Man. So is there anything for me to do? I think we're cut off. Alright. So I can't do anything. There's nowhere to end. I guess let's go all the way back down to the fountain. And drop a key in there, or a coin. Might as well. Man, RNG's not been kind to me lately. Am I going the right way? Yeah. I guess let's call it a day. It's not been fruitful. That day was definitely not fruitful. We did nothing. Well, we got the book from the dormitory.